Where's your Rick valve at? Where is the Rick valve?
There's a Rick valve right
I need
here.
a Fred valve.
Fred valve. Where's Fred?
He's hiding from you.
Probably hiding from all those girls.
Is that working yet?
Yep.
Camera's back on.
Light ain't on. There we go. Light's on.
Battery's on.
Battery's on. Recording.
See, Rick cut it off in the middle because the light said it was gonna. Battery's low. I would have just kept filming until it shut off. But
Yeah, well, you're better than I am. Just face it.
kind of chattering there for some reason. It's not very good. It's in the valve. See, it looks good. This must be one of the ones we're popping out about 100 times. Wants to grind in the low spot. It's hitting hard.
Gotta go chiropractor? Nope.
All right. Yeah, I think we're close. Problem with these valves, they don't chuck up square all the time. Even when you do it that way. Yeah, Fred screwed up everything.
Fred get his Jeep all done?
Well, he's driving around in it, it's not done. Keeps buying new trinkets to put on it. It's his new toy.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I think it pissed his wife off too, so that's good too. Nope. Or worse. So it's hidden there, not a hidden hole over here. So all the way through here it's not hidden. Something that carbon up there probably is causing most of the problem. Same thing, it wants to grind on the red part.
I wonder what you got now.
So it checks up on that thing. About half correct. Do the same thing again. See, it's going to grind from here to over here. So you're half in the red, half in the regular stuff. It's not grinding way over here. We want it to grind over here. It's close, but not quite. I've done it twice on a machine like this. Same spot again. There's 3 times it did the same spot. Alright. Usually intakes do this crap.
Looks like you got it.
Yeah, I didn't put any lopping compound on it either. So I kept going to the same spot 3 times in a row. So. Guess we'll get to put new compound on there. See, still, even with the old compound, see it came in. But it's got a little bit of a higher spot in one spot. You can see it, but that's close enough to make it run now. If I had new compound in there, it would probably hide that high spot in there. I'm all about hiding my errors. Alright, so it looks okay. Now this valve here is probably a lot lower than this valve, I'm guessing. Not sure until I measure things. I don't know what we need, so we can either make them equalized or we can leave it. Stand back. My 6-inch scale. Somewhere down there's a damn hole for it. It's dark down there. It's around 700, give or take a little bit. Come on. And actually don't look that much different. I ground that valve more, so maybe that's probably the difference. Use the same valve. Well, that's definitely more. And that's all of 700. This one here was like 680. Yeah. So it's about 20 thou difference in height. You want the equalizer, just leave it.
Just leave it.
Alright.
Maybe just wear the guide a little more.
No, it's the install height's different.
Oh.
Depending on what cam you put in there, it might matter. Might not in other jobs. Alright, look out, you're in the way again. Get all this stuff put away. Too much crap out. That's way off. Alright, now for the fun part. See if I can cut some more springs off.
Well, that's neat.
Port's getting bigger. You just doing it by hand?
Yeah.
Notice falling out. Cuts the spring in half though sometimes. See how the spring's getting all wadded up in there?
Oh, yeah.
Problem is finding reverse wound springs is hard. See that one's wadding up on itself. It's starting to cut itself open, see? The drill and are wrapped in each other right now. We got no tools. It's hard to fix stuff, you got no tools.
What do you need?
I need to screw everything back, but I have to fix this. Alright, cut it off. Spring gets all wadded up in there. Like I said, these are counterwound springs, so when you're rotating, they don't dig in.
Yeah, you dig in, yeah.
Otherwise, they dig in. So, see how it's real tight around the valve guide down in there?
Yeah.
So the spring is getting wadded up in there,
Right.
causing it to do what it did. So I'm going to try this one, see if we can cut this off again. We did such a good time last time trying to cut it. Let's do it again.
Still better than it was.
Not even close to what it was. Pushed it in a lot of ways. Okay, I got a bullet sized. It's concentric, now you can port to it. Now in the real world it's best if it wasn't cut on the back side here for the port flow. But
It is what it is.
you gain so much more. What are you looking at over there? You're not even watching when I'm pointing to. I'm over here. So ideally you want to have a fin like right in here. Kind of separate your two sides together, but I have no way of doing it because I have a CNC mill. So doing it this way is, that part's bad, but all this other stuff is so much better, getting it sized up and cutting it quickly. It's better overall. Get you something to work from. Okay, so I say do those. So as you can see, the ports are tremendously bigger than what they were. They were really constipated. Being not even. Ideally the guide needs to be out there to port it. We'll have to make do. Now we're going to do the intake side. Move. Trying to re-square up the head now. Wrong direction.
It saves so much work compared to grinding them out.
Well, the biggest thing that makes it concentric and round, so you got something to work with that's consistent. So the other way you're so far off, it's really hard to make a port round. So anything you do to save time is a big improvement. So you can see how this port was centered pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And this one here was way the hell off when they casted it. So you got a lot of core shift in there. It's hard to fix that kind of crap.
So if you were to replace seats, you'd go to a bigger type seat? Is that what you do?
Well, you have to cut the old seat out, so you will have to go bigger. You have no choice on that. Can't take out the old seat and put a new seat in the same spot. Doesn't work. I got all kinds of fancy tools I bought for trying to do that, and it might work all right on a car where they don't have any press fit on anything, but on a Harley you got press fit on everything. Can't get the seats out. They just don't come out.
What you better do about the brass seats? Just cut out new seats, put in?
On a panhead?
Yeah.
Yeah, or cast it in. Not quite where I want to be. So there's such a little difference between on the money and off. There we go. Next problem is this is shrunk up. I gotta extend it a little bit. It's about my last spring if they keep cutting the damn things off. So I have to find a new source for counterweight springs.
Craig got springs, but they're not counterweight.
That's the problem. Okay, now we just go down to wait for it to cut. So you go down a certain amount. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good.
The higher RPM you want, the deeper you go straight down. But that should blend in relatively decently. Could go a little bit deeper. Let's see what this one looks like, because this one's going to be a mess. The rough one always determines what you're going to do. Take my saddle away right there.
Yeah.
Squeezes this in as we're cutting because the pressure, so I have to readjust
Pushes
it.
in.
So I can come back and readjust it. Yeah, go a little deeper than that. Wasn't good on the pilot. I shoved it sideways, you see that?
Yeah.
Didn't go any bigger, I just see the depth. That's how much it moved in. deeper. We'll equalize them. Looks a lot better. Okay. See, that cutter has multiple uses.
Yeah. I thought we were gonna have to cut him off. It's right when you went in there and cut him.
Still got a lot of cutting to do, but. Go. Feeling the floor again?
Yeah.
Alright, so now you can see what the port looks like. This one was way off center over here. So this here and down here I'm going to try to cut straight up from here to here. And that'll take care of that high spot. And then over here you do the same thing. You go from this side here to this side over here. On your side over here, see it's almost equal right now, but you just cut that little lip to cut away, just blend there to here. And the top's already been cut away. So you can feel there's a big sharp edge up under there though. This one here is the same thing, but it's going to be more cutting right in here because it's more equal on the side. See how equal it is?
Mm-hmm.
You have to move the camera around, not just your eyeballs. So you can see that's pretty equal here and here. Most of the cutting's right here. On this side over here, most of the cutting's right here, because this is where the high spot was. See that big mismatch? There's not much cutting at all on this side. And you can see the difference in size between here and here.
Yeah, big difference.
So you got a lot more cutting right here to do. So this port here was a lot smaller relative to what this port over here was. So they vary. Every port in the head is different, and they're not equal from one head to the other. Now this port here is really constipated here. It's really tight through here versus this one's tight, but it's not as bad. So you got a lot of grind, but you can't grind it with the valve. With the guide in the way, it's going to be hard to get down in there.
We'll just leave it.
I'll have to use some small cutters and play around a little bit. Alright, so the valve job is done on that part. We still have to check our clearances, but we got a lot of porting to do first. So next thing will be porting time. Come back. Wrench. Port looks pretty small, and that looks pretty small too. So, if you use a manifold like this, that's an S. Great piece of equipment, right? No, dinky ass ports. So you put one of these in here. I had it right the first time. So it's like this. Where's your light? It's in there. Okay, if you use a little dinky ass manifold like this, see how it lines up?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to use stock stuff, you can use stock. Now, if you take something like this, which is a big dog manifold, it's actually made correctly. That's probably why they quit making them. You put one of those on there. You have a little bit of mismatch in there, see that?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like that Sportster I just got done doing. So this is what we use on a real manifold. You see how that nice big radiuses in there like I like doing on mine?
Mm-hmm.
Geez, I wonder if they had this on a flow bench and told me that worked good.
Probably.
Maybe? Wonderful. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and modify this. This one's not worn out yet. You have to give me some pens now. I'm using up all mine on your junk.
Okay.
Don't give me those good American made ones that cost too much and don't work.
Don't get a good American one.
No, we use the Sharpies. Well, they're made in Mexico probably.
No.
We have those DuPont ones or Duro something. Okay, these are my templates I made up years ago. So these go in there like that. This is for a 7080 manifold, which is what this is. I also have a bigger one if you do hot rod stuff. And they got dinky ones too if you want to go dinky. Makes it hard to do when the bolt won't go in the hole. Hold the head. Not there. My flange kind of has like indents in it. Okay, so that's how far off it is. You missed it by that much.
What's in your hands?
How'd it look?
Looks pretty good. Charles, he ain't got no rings on his fingers. Come and chase him down.
Great. See the red I can barely see, or this color. Red I can see a lot better. This orange doesn't work very well.
Okay, I'll get a red one.
I gotta figure out what this mess over here is. I take a different template. Kinda looks like one of these.
A stock rubber, yes. I mean,
rubber, yeah.
Steel.
You can use rubber, but
it won't last.
Might burn up. Alright, so you cut that much out of that one.
No. A lot more out of this one.
About the same. Now you can either leave the D or cut it out depending on what you want to do. Different applications you do different things with. Where's that red one at? I don't like the orange one. Orange sucks. Black doesn't work very good either. You would think it would, but it's hard to see. A light blue works pretty good also, but not the dark blue. Dark blue looks like black, too dark. Okay, you flip your plate over to do the other side. Alright.
Quite a bit.
See it a little bit better on the other side?
Well.
Still hard to see at times because the polish kind of hides it, but it works. So don't lose your tin plates here. These are the other ones.
Different size ones?
There's the one you needed for your bike. Even that one's a dinky one. How about a stock-like one? That one's perfect for you. See, you're almost as big as stock.
Right.
That's stock.
Let me see which manifold I got.
You got a good one. All right, we'll be back.
What's that?
Shut it off.